Alright guys, I have not made a video about my credit spread strategy in quite some time. This is going to be an update on my credit spreads, what I've been doing. I've been having really good success with this. I don't think this is something you should take lightly. The results are there, making massive amount of money on these still. So let's give an update on it. I still firmly believe that the 15-minute orb is king. It gives you the nice direction of the trend, and all you have to do is draw the lines from the top and bottom of that first 15-minute candle. I am looking at SPX, okay? So if you're part of the Discord, or if you want to join, feel free to join. I'm going to give you guys the exact strikes I look for. But as you could see right in here, we had a break of structure. The body closed under this line, so we have a break of structure to the downside, meaning that the trend should be roughly down. And as you can see, it's just been down all throughout the day. The next thing that I look to do is, since it's down, I look to sell a vertical. So I go to vertical and I do calls because I want it to go down. Remember, I call it bear calls because it's bearish, bull puts because it's bullish. So if it's 15-minute orb to the downside, I do calls. And me personally, I just look for that 25-cent premium. Obviously, since this day expired, there's no premium. So let's just look at this one right in here. So if I click a random one, I would look around that 25 cents on the mid. So if it says 20 on the bid, 30 on the ask, and 25 on the mid, I would look to get it filled in on the mid. And that's literally how simple this strategy is, where you can just make passive income. Now, before I had a stop loss, but it kept getting hit on random stuff, I highly recommend you do a mental stop loss. So if your strike is like way up in here and price gets close to it, we'll just kind of observe it, kind of see how it reacts. I like to see if price gets really close to my strike, then I can look to see what I want to do. But that's the best way to do it, because a lot of times is these credit spreads have, you can have these random spikes up and down, can randomly fill you for a stop loss just to go your direction. I see many times where it goes down here and then it actually does a fake out and goes to the upper orb, and guess what? This could mean an iron condor where there is no direction. It just goes back down, goes back up, and so you can still win on your trade. Now, if it goes above, if it goes in the money on your strike, then yes, you need to call it and you're like, it just sucks, I lose on this trade. But till that happens, just kind of observe it, all right? My win ratios have been very insane. I can show you time and time again. Now, the next thing, you will not play any of these trades on the bond days. And how would you know that? Well, go to forexfactory.com and you could see anything that has major days past 10 o'clock. Or, like usually 2 o'clock, FOMC statements, but anything with bonds, you do not trade. Like 30-year bond, that's a 1 o'clock, I'm not going to trade it. 10-year bond, not going to trade it. FOMC meeting minutes, not going to trade it. So just kind of be hesitant on, cognizant about that. And I can just show you many examples. Here's the day prior, here's your 15-minute orb, broke to the upside right up here at, you can see right up in here at 11 o'clock. And what happened? The general trend was up. You can see right up in here, here's another day, this first candle, we broke to the upside. The general trend was up. And you'll see so many times, guys, how often this works. This was 7:10. And you can see what happens when you trade the bond days. I would not have traded this day, and this is an example of it getting a fake out to the bear calls to the upside. Why? A lot of the bond days do that. They have that anticipation for the bonds, and then it goes up. Would you have lost if you did bear calls here? I don't think you would have, because you would have been pretty far out of the money, but you don't want to put yourself in that situation. All right, and then here is January 9th. What happened on January 9th? The 10-year bond in the FOMC meeting minutes. You would not trade this day. Now, on the normal days, you want to trade boring price action. You want to trade price action like this, where price has literally not doing anything. You win on both sides. Bear calls, you win. Right up in here, it goes to the downside. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. And there's nothing happening. And you win on either direction. That's what you want to play. Look at this, guys. 15-minute orb, break of structure, you win. 15-minute orb, break of structure, you win. 15-minute orb, break of structure, you win. All right, guys, I can show you time and time again. Even if it's very choppy, you win. Here is a double condor or double orb. You get orb to the upside, orb to the downside, orb to the upside. But as you can see, choppiness, you win too. But as long as you're looking at the calendar like July 1st, we want to make sure. Oh, wait, Fed Chair Palace Weeks. I didn't trade that one. Yeah, anything with Fed Chair, I don't trade either. But that's the purpose of the strategy. As long as you're patient, you'll be fine, guys. This is the strategy of the 15-minute orb. I do this on SPX. Guys are not already in the Discord. Join in. I'll tell you guys the exact strikes and everything. Day trade alerts right up in here. I'll tell you exactly what bear calls or bull puts I get into. You can literally just copy and paste my strike, copy and paste my premium. I get in at 25 cents. You can see I got a credit of 230 bucks. That's how much money I would make on that. And then I just manage it. I'll let you guys know if I take it out and all of that. But this is the strategy. Don't sleep on this. It's one of my most favorite strategies. If you are a busy professional and you work full time, this is the strategy to go, is because there's not much you got to do. You just get in the trade, manage it, and you're done. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it. This is how I do it. And also, guys, what's awesome about this strategy is you never use a day trade up, because if these expire worthless by the end of the day, let's say you sold a credit spread way up in here. You get two strikes. You buy, you know, if you're looking at my thing here, you see how I have two strikes? I'm selling a strike, selling a call, and buying a call. Well, here's your two strikes up here. If price goes up to that, you lose. But if price stays below this, you win, because that is your bear calls. I can actually show you the exact strike I got today. Should show you how far out I was. 63.20, 63.25. Well, here is the strike I had. Price would have to go all the way up to here for me to lose. Look at this monster move up it has to go. Probably not going to happen. And so since price was below those lines, I win, collect the whole premium. That 200 bucks is mine. All right, guys, if you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. Hit how to subscribe and hit this day trade alerts, and you'll get access to everything. 12 bucks a month for my day trades, swing trades, day trading education, swing trading education, and live streams every day. Can't miss out. I think you guys are going to love it. Definitely lock in that discount, 12 bucks a month. There might be a little bit extra, you know, with taxes and all, but it's a pretty good deal. All right, guys, this has been an awesome strategy. Don't sleep on it. It's boring, but it's consistent results, and you can make a lot of money doing it. This is my 15-minute orb credit spread strategy, and you're not most of the time you're not even using your day trades up. So if you have not much money in your account, well, you can make that max amount of return. All right, guys, hope to see you in the next video. Peace out and happy trading.